Welcome to the Trivia Channel. 15 extremely difficult questions relating to World War II. Best of luck. Please subscribe and like if you enjoy the video. Question 1. Which World War II operation involved planting false invasion plans on a dead body to deceive the Nazis? Was it A. Operation Bodyguard, B. Operation Mincemeat, or C. Operation Fortitude? B. Operation Mincemeat. Operation Mincemeat fooled German High Command by planting fake documents on a corpse, misdirecting their defenses away from Sicily, the Allies' actual invasion target. Question 2. What was the first operational jet fighter to see combat in World War II? Was it A. Messerschmitt Me 262, B. Gloucester Meteor, or C. Lockheed P-80 Shooting Star? A. Messerschmitt Me 262. The German Me 262 was the world's first operational jet fighter, debuting in mid-1944. It could outrun Allied propeller-driven planes, though introduced too late to alter the war's outcome. Question 3. Which spy alerted Stalin to Nazi Germany's plan to invade the Soviet Union, Operation Barbarossa, before it happened? Was it A. Klaus Fuchs, B. Juan Pujol, or C. Richard Sorge? C. Richard Sorge. Richard Sorge, a Soviet spy in Tokyo, warned Stalin of Hitler's imminent June 1941 attack on the USSR. Stalin's skepticism led him to dismiss Sorge's accurate warnings. Question 4. What was the name of the top-secret British computer used to break high-level Nazi codes, like the Lorenz cipher? Was it A. The Bomb, B. ENIAC, or C. Colossus? C. Colossus. Colossus was a covert British code-breaking computer used to decrypt the Germans' Lorenz cipher messages. It was the world's first programmable electronic digital computer. Question 5. What was the World War II Ghost Army best known for? Was it A. Deception, B. Surprise attacks, or C. Special forces? A. Deception. The Ghost Army was a tactical deception unit of the U.S. Army. It deployed inflatable tanks, phony sound effects, and bogus radio transmissions to fool German forces about Allied troop locations. Question 6. Which stimulant drug was heavily used by German troops to enhance endurance during early World War II campaigns? Was it A. Benzodrine, B. Cocaine, or C. Pervitin? C. Pervitin. The Wehrmacht widely issued Pervitin, an oral methamphetamine, to its soldiers, especially during the 1940 Blitzkrieg. Question 7. Which neutral country did British and Soviet forces jointly invade in 1941 to secure oil fields and a supply route? Was it A. Turkey, B. Afghanistan, or C. Iran? C. Iran. In August 1941, the UK and USSR launched a joint invasion of Iran, then neutral, to seize Iranian oil fields and open the Persian Corridor for Allied supplies to Russia. Question 8. What was the only Latin American country to send combat troops overseas to fight in World War II? Was it A. Argentina, B. Brazil, or C. Mexico? B. Brazil. Brazil was the sole Latin American nation to deploy ground troops abroad in World War II. The Brazilian Expeditionary Force fought alongside the Allies in the Italian campaign. Question 9. In May 1945, U.S. soldiers and German troops fought together against the SS to defend high-profile prisoners in one of World War II's strangest battles. Where did this occur? Was it A. Colditz Castle, B. Berchtesgaden, or C. Castle Itter? C. Castle Itter. The Battle of Castle Itter in Austria saw American GIs and defecting Wehrmacht soldiers join forces to protect French VIP prisoners from an attacking SS unit. Question 10. Which 1939 battle between the USSR and Japan ended with a decisive Soviet victory and influenced Japan to turn its expansion toward the Pacific rather than Russia? Was it A. Battle of Khalkhin Gol, B. Battle of Lake Khasan, or C. Battle of Imphal? A. The Battle of Khalkhin Gol. At Khalkhin Gol, on the Mongolia-Manchuria border, in 1939, Soviet forces under General Georgy Zhukov crushed the Japanese army. Question 11. Which Axis diplomat defied his government's orders by issuing visas that saved thousands of Jews from the Holocaust? Was it A. Galizo Chano, B. Hiroshi Shima, or C. Chune Sugihara? C. Chune Sugihara. Chune Sugihara, the Japanese consul in Kaunas, Lithuania, disobeyed Tokyo's orders in 1940 by issuing transit visas to roughly 6,000 Jewish refugees. Question 12. What Nazi facility did Norwegian commandos sabotage in 1943, hindering Germany's atomic research program? Was it A. U-boat base, B. Heavy water plant, or C. Rocket engine factory? B. A heavy water plant. In February 1943, Norwegian resistance commandos blew up the Vimork heavy water plant in occupied Norway. Question 13. What was Operation Cornflakes devised to do? Was it A. Deliver Allied propaganda, B. Damage aircraft production, or C. Contaminate food? A. Deliver Allied propaganda. Operation Cornflakes was a psychological warfare operation in which Allied planes bombed German mail trains, then dropped bags of fake mail filled with anti-Nazi leaflets. Question 14. Which remote part of U.S. territory was occupied by Japanese forces during World War II? Was it A. Attu Island, B. Midway Atoll, or C. Oahu, Hawaii? A. Attu Island. In June 1942, Japanese troops invaded Attu in the Aleutian Islands, the only U.S. territory occupied by the enemy during the war. Question 15. What was Operation Paperclip? Was it A. A British code-breaking project, B. A strategy to recruit scientists, or C. A Soviet plan to steal Allied technology? B. A strategy to recruit scientists. Operation Paperclip was a clandestine U.S. program that brought over 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians to America post-war.
Thanks for playing. To support this channel, please comment, link and subscribe.